So number three, Texas A&M went out to number 20 LSU and beat them 49-25, putting a nail in the coffin of your boy Brian Kelly. And honestly, it really sucks to be him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, it really just is what it is. It sucks to be him, and it was time for him to go. And we're going to get into that in a second. But for now, it's your girl, Autumn, and I am here with another edition of As a Fan of College Football. This is where I cover college football related content through the eyes of a fan. I be talking my stuff. You know what I'm saying? I be talking my stuff. I talk to you as a fan. I'm not like, you know, I'm not over here breaking down plays. I'm not doing none of that. I'm just talking to you about these games and how I felt while watching or watching the replay or reading up on these games. Okay, so don't come for me. Um, First, what I would do want you to do is hit the like, hit the share. Go ahead and share this video out. Hit the subscribe. Help your girl get her subs up. You know what I'm saying? I have done well over these past like couple of months. Like I've been getting organic subscribers, and I am so excited about that. Like thank y'all so much to all of the. That's what I've been meaning to say. Thank y'all to all of the new people that's been subscribing. I was trying to get like 40 subscribers for like a year, and it just didn't happen. And all of a sudden I started doing this, and I'm starting to get, I'm up like 100 subs. So I really, really, really appreciate everyone that has tuned in and subscribed and who like my content. That's what keeps me coming back. All right, enough of that. Share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that whenever I am out here in these YouTube streets, you'll be the first to know. Now, question, is Texas A&M a problem? We about to talk through it. Are they a problem? Are they gonna be a problem? Like, is it gonna be some mess? Like, what's you know what I'm saying? Again, this is another school that I hadn't really had a chance to just sit and watch, but they seem to be playing extremely well, I think. So, quarterback Marcel Reed, he was out there straight balling. He was 12 of 21 for 202 yards, two passing touchdowns and two rushing touchdowns, 108 yards rushing, which was more than any of the anybody in their backfield. Like, so he was like, he said, let me do this. I'll do this. Maybe you guys aren't capable of doing this, or maybe something's going on where you just can't do this right now. I got this. I'm going to do this. But that makes me think, is he the only weapon there? Like, is the team not, like, is the offense not as cohesive? Like, are they not as together as they should be? But up until this point, I guess it doesn't matter because he's taking care of business. Jamarion Morrow and Nate Bokercher also ran for a touchdown. All of their receivers or tight ends and running backs who had catches averaged around 40 yards, with Casey Concepcion and Jamarion Morrow both catching for a touchdown. Casey also had a 79-yard punt return for a touchdown. So I say all of that to say, like, out of all of the people that he threw the ball to, they only averaged about 40 yards. Like, it wasn't there wasn't a lot. So I don't know if that had to do with Texas defense, or if it just, I don't know what that is. That, like, that's kind of a little bit of an alarm to me. So, and which makes me understand why he rushed for 108 yards. Like, what was going on? Is there a problem with the offensive line? What is going on there? So if there's any analysts or anybody that's watching this, let me know. Y'all tell me. Y'all probably done broke down the video already or broke down the game already. So let me know. So their defense, however, was all over the place, because how do you produce 7 sacks? I be talking about this. Maybe it's a thing. Maybe I haven't. Maybe I didn't pay a whole lot of attention before I actually started speaking on college football content, of how many of these teams every week are just taking all of these sacks. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Let's use quarterback Garrett Newsmeyer. He found himself on his back too many times. Seven sacks? That's insane. So speaking of LSU, like, what did they do? Clearly got their coach fired, but I'm gonna say he got himself fired. Gary, like I was talking, Gary Newsmeyer, who actually decided not to declare. I didn't know this either, y'all. Gary Newsmeyer was going to declare for the draft this year, and he didn't. He decided to come back for his senior year, and it was like such a big deal. It was like over anticipated. Everybody was like, "Oh my God, he's gonna come and he's gonna ball out." And my boy got out there this time around and was 22 of 35 for 168 yards and one touchdown, which I guess wasn't terrible, but whatever. They had a total of 60 yards passing, including negative 44 yards, more than likely from Newsmeyer getting sacked 7 times. That has to be what that's from. So that was crazy. So yeah, overall, I mean, this game was, I guess it was an interesting game, and it was the nail in the coffin for your boy Brian Kelly. But who likes Brian Kelly? Not me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have nothing. I can't. There's nothing good that I want to say about Brian Kelly's ass. Like, I don't like him. He's a horrible person, and it looks like he's a horrible coach. So what I found kind of funny, not like funny, like um sarcastically funny. Brian Kelly took Newsmeyer out of the game with 6 minutes left, right? Which, again, they were down by a whole lot. I can kind of understand you taking out your QB1, putting in QB2 to get some reps. But here's the reason. Let me tell y'all the reason why he said it. Let me tell you how he pissed me off. He took him out with 6 minutes left and gonna say, and I quote, "We were struggling in protection and thought it would have been unfair to leave Newsmeyer on the field with the game out of reach. To have him get injured at that point would have been malpractice." I know you fucking lying. Now I be trying not to cuss. But Brian Kelly, I want you to knock it off right this minute. So today or Saturday was the day that you decided that you gave a damn about your players. That was the day. Like, I don't know if y'all have seen all of the like tweets and stuff that's been going around after he got fired, of former players basically saying how trash he was, how they had gotten hurt and didn't hear from him ever again, like no well wishes, no nothing. And what it brought to mind was the whole Greg Brooks situation. I watched the Pivot podcast with Greg Brooks on there, and I think I talked about this before, and his dad was on there. And if you guys don't know, Greg Brooks was playing for, I think he was a wide receiver, I can't remember, but he played for, was a pretty good player for LSU. And for many months, he was playing through headaches. He had very bad headaches. They kept saying, "Oh, it's just vertigo," or yeah, they would have the staff look at him, but they didn't, like, nothing was coming out of it. And the very last game he played, the headache or whatever was just way too bad. They ended up rushing him to the hospital, and he had a brain tumor. So all of these games he played where he's telling these people, including the coach, that he's not sure if he can do this because he has a headache, nobody was giving a damn. And nobody called it malpractice at that time. Only for him to be rushed to the hospital, find a brain tumor, and them doing emergency surgery. And because it went on for so long, like, the tumor was just way too bad, and he came out of surgery unable, like paralyzed, unable. I'm getting pissed off. Like, I'm low key shaking. I'm trying to, like, compose myself. So for you to say that you took this young man out, which, again, I'm glad that he took him out. I'm glad that he noticed that whatever was going on. But for you to sit here and put that last part in there, to have him get injured at this point would have been malpractice. I would like for you to go to hell. Like, we already know that, it's not funny, but you know what I'm saying? The whole, like, Brian Kelly killed a kid at Notre Dame from the young man who they had him go up there on the thing to do to video the game during the damn storm or whatever, and he ended up falling off and not surviving that fall. Like, Brian Kelly, you are such a horrible individual. Like, it just makes me, it's amazing to me that today you decided to give a damn about a player. And that's really all I got to say about it. Like, he really can go to hell. And I can say that over and over and over. As of right now, I'm pretty sure he'll land somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He'll find a team somewhere that's gonna take him in, and he's gonna probably go, and he might do well at that team. But he's an ass, and whatever happens to Brian Kelly happens to him. So anyway, I'm done ranting about it. I don't want to give him too much more of my time and energy. So, fans, like I said, that just kind of pissed me off. But I want to know what you guys thought overall about the game and about whole ass Brian Kelly getting fired. And where do y'all think he's gonna land? I want y'all to let me know in the comments. Now, the jokes have been amazing. The jokes have been extremely funny. Of people saying different teams that he might go and coach for, it's been a hilarious time. But outside of that, he really could kiss my ass. So y'all let me know in the comments how y'all feel about it. And until you hear me or see me again, peace.